The play deals with a very serious subject, but with such humor.
The most delightful thing about Harmon's writing is how he has his finger on these very specific personalities and personality quirks and these interpersonal dynamics that are so recognizable. I mean, there are people in this play that I absolutely could recognize from my family, from my friend group. Like he is this incredibly sharp observer of this. And so, as these characters in this play are put under these remarkable tensions, the drama of the play is high, but the reaction to it is I think deeply hilarious because it's so recognizable.
The family scenarios are so relatable and so hilarious and very moving too. I am often just sitting in rehearsal looking at lines, and then something is happening in the 1940s and I look up and I'm just immediately caught with emotion.
This play sort of doesn't really deal with God at all. A lot of these characters are pretty secular Jews in 1945 and in 2017. But you can choose to be secular, you can choose to be agnostic, but you'll always be a Jew.
So it's about 5 generations of a Jewish family trying to determine where they feel safest and where is home.
We are in 1945, and we are months out of being rehabilitated from the camps.
We have a cousin from America who comes to visit. Joshua uses this as a great way for us to have to explain things. Molly is also kind of the audience, and her stepping into it, it's just a wonderful device and an in for the audience.
Elodie's personality, well, she's very, very sharp, very smart, very fast-talking, and she also suffers from manic depression, and that has her a little stuck. What she's saying is almost always factually accurate, but the delivery can be a little harsh.
And when we see this family in 1945, sort of in the aftermath of being confronted with this decision to stay or leave, and staying, and ultimately getting arrested and getting taken, it sort of hovers in the background of our modern day family's question of like, what should we do? And, you know, the generational trauma of being descended from Holocaust survivors and never knowing if your feet are really on solid ground in your environment.
I think the audiences are going to be able to relate with every character. I also hope that they take away the importance of knowing how complex these issues are, that it's so important to have compassion and empathy.
Well, that's sort of like the big debate that we keep talking about is like, well, does this play end on a message of hope? Does it try to instill fear? Like, what? I think we're all going to be really excited in these previews to figure out what the audience walks away with. Well, I love it. I love this play.